Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to share with you all my trick on how to remember Israel history. Ever since the UAE-Israel Abraham Accords, Israel's history has become a very important thing in order to crack UPSC. So let's get started. First of all, in order to remember the Israel history, let's remember this easy sentence. You see, this is the easiest way to remember all the history years, but it might be like a crazy sentence, but please don't mind. Please remember this. Israeli people formed as a group to go to the Swiss as part of their 6-day trip to eat yum food there. They made a camp with Egyptians. Later, Jordan also joined them behind the bushes. Please remember this sentence. See, Israeli people formed represents the formation of the Israel. That happened in 1948. After the formation of Israel, in the same year, Arabs who hate Israelis, they waged their first war with Israel. See, formation of Israel, and then Arabs attacked them. That is Arabs' first war with Israel. Israeli people formed represents the formation of Israel. And here Swiss sounds like Swiss, right? Swiss. So Swiss sounds like Swiss. So Swiss conflict in 1956. 6-day trip. 6-day trip represents the 6-day war. 1967. Yum food. Yum food represents Yom Kippur War. 1973. Camp. See, here we have camp, right? Israeli people, they made a camp with Egyptians. Later, Jordan also joined them behind the bushes. See, here camp represents the Camp David Accord or agreement in 1978. Egyptians represents the Israeli-Egyptian Peace Treaty 1979. Jordan represents the Israeli-Jordan Agreement 1994. Also sounds like Oslo, right? A bit similar, right? Also sounds like Oslo. So Oslo Accords 1993 to 1995. Here Bush, behind the bushes. Bush represents the Bush Declaration or the famous two-state solution in 2002. See, this is the sentence. Israeli people formed as a group to go to Swiss as part of their 6-day trip to eat yum food there. They made a camp with Egyptians. Later, Jordan also joined them behind the bushes. Israeli people formed represents the formation of Israel to go to Swiss. Swiss sounds like Swiss conflict. 6-day trip sounds like 6-day war. Eat yum food. Yum sounds like Yom Kippur war. Camp is for Camp David Agreement. Egyptian Peace Treaty. Jordan represents the Israeli-Jordan Agreement. Behind the bushes. Bush represents the Bush Declaration or the famous two-state solution. See, if you remember this single sentence, you will remember all about the Israel history. So please don't neglect it. And now I'll say the way how to remember the years also. Please be with me. As you can see, formation of Israel, that is formation of Israel took place in 1948, right? You see, our independence year was 1947. See, around that time only all states have been formed. So, in 1948, Israeli state was formed. You see, 1948. You must remember this date. Year. There is no trick to remember this. Please remember it. 1947 we got our independence. Around that time only other states also got their independence, and they formed different states. See, after 4 we'll get 5. 4, 5. Then 6. Right? Then 7. See, 5. After 5, 6. After 6, 7. So 1948 formation of Israel. 1956 that is Suez conflict. 1967 that is Six-Day War. See 7. Here you must remember 1973 that is Yom Kippur War. It's a bit different, right? So 1973 it's a bit different year. So here also we'll get 7. After 7, 8, 7. After 8, see 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, all sevens. See after that 8, 9 and then 9, right? So you'll get 1999. 1999. Sorry, 1994. So this is the year. After that, in and around in that year, 1993 to 95. 3 to 95. See, in 2002, we have got that Bush Declaration. See, 2002. 2020 represents the Abraham Accords. Abraham Accords. So, 2002, 2004. In 2002, we got SARS virus, which is a pandemic too. In pandemic time, we got two-state solution declaration. And in 2020, COVID pandemic. During that, we got another declaration, that is Abraham Accords. I hope you find this video worth watching. If you do, please do subscribe to my channel.